Hi Gemini, just to see what's coming up within those next few months for you. Now looking at the first column here, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So this is a card very much denoting that there's negotiations coming up regarding finances and regarding balancing acts. I feel this over the next few months there will be a lot of meeting new people, attending seminars, having key people around you in your career field, selling product or negotiating a product. But I think you'll be there's quite a juggling act that's happening here. So for some, I feel there's two income streams that are coming about. So whether this is, you work in commission, sales, etc., or you have your own business and you work for someone else, I feel like there's a really beautiful energy here that incorporates that you're upselling the product that you have around you, the service, the product, the business, the company, the corporation. And it's beautiful two cards that in combination with each other are very indicative of this this juggling act that majority of the time mostly Geminis can actually pull off. So, looking at these two cards here, I really feel there's a lot of events and circumstances and opportunities to attend conferences and networking events that will help you in the long run. I feel as though there could be an event coming up, a meeting of some kind that you will meet someone that will be benevolent for you to move up in your career. Now, it could be a work function. It can be outside of work. It can be a personal function where you meet someone that will prove to be useful to you in expanding your career, your skills, your product, your service, awareness of the company or the brand you represent. I feel this person could be under an earth sign because we have Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or they're in the finance industry. So for some, over the next coming months, you will definitely be liaising with someone who is potentially someone that works for a financial institution or comes from a financial background. And I think this is really good for you Geminis in terms of managing your money, managing your finances, and managing profit margins, expectations within the workplace. Because a lot of you tend to have this exuberant enthusiasm where you want to tackle everything at once, a lot of the times you might miss out on detail because of this, enthusiasm that you have, and you need this methodical person that's going to help implement and plan financially and help bring awareness to your product. It could even be something in marketing as well because it's finances. There's potential for you to spend money on this venture or on this person that you meet. But I think that they're going to present a platform here for you where you'll be able to bring an idea and bring it into the practical, bring it into the physical world. So for those that are thinking about starting up a business, I definitely feel there is a consultation that you'll have here, whether it's with a business development manager, whether it's with an accountant, whether it's with starting your own blog or business website, etc. You could potentially spend money on this, but I think this is going to move you forward. And if you are working in this commission-based role or somewhere where you are meeting clients face to face with the Three of Pentacles, I feel as though there will be a lot of negotiations and you need to be consistent with that because the Pentacles are a reminder of stability and consistency. So I think a lot of, especially Geminis, they do tend to give up and throw themselves into everything at once. And my point here is if you stay consistent over the next 5 months, you will definitely see results in your career, whether that is financial or whether that is this key player that's going to, or key person that's going to help you move up in your career. And the Two of Pentacles is about, this beautiful balance. It's negotiation, it's juggling, it's affirmative action, but it's also proactiveness. So I think proactiveness and realistic expectations with finances are going to make you centered and focused and consistent. So I think that's needed for you in your career. But I really think there's someone definitely that's coming in with the 5 here within the next 5 months. It could be in the next 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months. That's going to come in or an event. It's either a person or an event where you'll meet or you'll have this conversation about growth of finances, business. It could even be a sales meeting, but it's definitely coming up. And I think it'll be your way to really shine and convince, because you're very charismatic, you're very persuasive, and you'll be able to utilize these skills to move up in your career, or to gain the awareness, or have that expertise and skills. And you know, your superiors and people around you will really notice this. So I love that. Let's move on to the next column here. We have the Death card with the Chariot. So for some, there's definitely an ending of a career, ending of studies, ending of a job that is no longer serving you. There's no fulfillment, and there's a massive transformation. There's a really big revamp in your career, and it's something that you never thought you'd see yourself in. It doesn't necessarily have to be associated with the Death card here, but it's something that could involve spirituality, venturing into something brand new. It could also be something that a job that you've had, or a creative role, or a business you've had in the past with the Death card here, that you're wanting to bring back, or that you want to give a second try. If this is the case, and for those that are wondering and hesitating if they should do this or not, the Chariot card here associated with the Death card is a card of movement and success and glory. So I think there's possibilities here for you, should you attempt to give this a second go, or should you enter into a new field, a new creative role, a new department. I think there's possibility here for you to really, really shine and really excel here with the Death card and with the Chariot. The Chariot is all about success. What's interesting here is that you have the Scorpio and the Cancer card here. So for those that are wanting to start something new, start a new job, look for a new job, start that new business, or pick up that business they once started, I think the cards are speaking to us here, and they're telling us the time of Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st, and the time of Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd, could be very significant for you here, and could be those times that you start to look for a new job, or apply, or put an ending, put your resignation in. So, you know, it's not for everyone, but for some this could definitely be happening here. But I love the Chariot. This is, you know, you'll have a lot of movement and progress. For some, it could also be a new way of looking at things, you know, a new perception at the workplace, a new role. You might not necessarily be leaving the role, but there's an ending of sorts. So I think whether this ending has anything to do with you directly, or someone that you work with. For example, an employer might be leaving and their position might become vacant, whether it's a management position, a creative position that you might apply for and take on and really excel at. So because of someone else's ending, it will put you into this Chariot position where you'll be able to drive and make the role what it is. And there's a beautiful harmonious balance with the Sphinxes here. There could be, as I said, a juggling act, a balancing act. There could be a lot of duties and responsibilities that this role or that this business holds. But I feel for some, there's this earth sign or person, a very practical, methodical person that will be around you to help guide you. It could also possibly be a Scorpio or a Cancer as well that will help you. That will help you move forward. But you really will be the driver of your own success. And it could be something with mobility, as I said, spirituality, mobility, the esoteric arts, movements. It could even be driving an Uber. There's movement, there's mobility, working for a transport company, working for a car dealership with a Chariot card here, even working in production and, sort of that production show business industry as well. And a lot of Geminis do thrive in that industry. So whatever the nature of the job is, there's definitely room to excel should you decide to pursue a new beginning with the Death card here. Now, moving on, you have the Two of Swords and the Judgment card together. So the Two of Swords can indicate a crossroads. It can indicate blocking yourself off from something. I feel this is more to do with how people perceive your work. I feel like you're not shining, you're not you're blocking yourself off from shining and excelling to a higher level because you're afraid of judgment. Now, whatever that judgment means to you, whether it's customer reviews, whether it's clients, whether it's judgment from your peers, from your colleagues, whoever is around you, I feel this could be your inner anxiety talking with the Two of Swords here. It could also be that you're torn between two different jobs, two different decisions here, or that you've come to a crossroads. And I feel it could be a reminder that it's time to make this judgment call here with the Judgment card, of which way, there's a fork in the road in your career of which way to go and which way to pursue and which one will be more fruitful for you. It could be also that you're scared to take a step forward, or you're scared to take big, bold moves because you're afraid of the judgment. Now, this could be making a major career move where some people might look at you and say, well, you've studied for this and now you're doing this. But it really does come down to passion. And I feel there's feelings of repression here because you feel you can't move on, or you can't make this move in your career, or you're blocking yourself off to something. So maybe you're blocking yourself off to the constructive criticism that's being put forward to you, and you're blocking this off. You're not listening to it. You're not hearing it. You're in a state of defense, and you're uncertain about moving forward and taking on this judgment. For some, I think it's calling for a period of analyzing. So this can be contracts too with the Judgment card. You're closing yourself off to contracts. And maybe that's because you're not doing enough of the Three of Pentacles. You're not doing enough of that diplomacy, of negotiation. And this is what you're very good at, Gemini. And I'd hate to think you're holding yourself back from it because of the judgment of others, or because you don't see how this contract is going to come about. I also feel like for some, there's a new contract potentially coming in with the Judgment card here in regards to your career. It could have something to do, I feel like you'll meet this person you'll meet this person that will make a recommendation of a job or a career change potentially, or it could be this inner self that's driving you to want to create a new beginning in a career, a new job, a new role, a new business, or picking up a business that you've previously tried and you want to have another attempt at. But there is, I love that you have the Judgment card here, because there is a contract here. Someone else's judgment, I think, is really important for you over the next coming months, whether it's a recruiter, business development manager, a counselor at work. I think they will really guide you here. And you need to, this person is around or will come around you. Because on the next column over, you have the Page of Wands with the Magician. So the Page of Wands can speak about passion, movement, progress. I think it's more to do with where your passion and fulfillment lies, Gemini, here with the Page of Wands. There's also a message I feel there's events that are coming up that will really prove beneficial for you. Some might be further away because the Page of Wands is a traveler, or this person could be touring or traveling. It could even be a seminar of some kind, sort of like a Tony Robbins, motivational self-guru, millionaire, self-made business entrepreneur that I think you might be really inspired by, that you might travel out to see. With the Page of Wands, I think this person might help you really beneficially, but it also speaks about passion. And for some, getting out there in the big bad world will make you really uncover what it is that you're passionate about and what it is that you want to focus on and build an empire based on, potentially with the Page of Wands. Because you have the Magician. And there's a real autonomy and entrepreneurship that comes with the Magician, because he is the master of his own craft. So for a lot of you, I think whilst you're even working in the corporate sphere, in hospitality, in aged care, in nursing, in production, whichever industry you're in, on the side, I feel there's a passionate creative pursuit that can generate you wealth and money. And I feel that over the next 5 months, you will be juggling the two with the Two of Pentacles here. It's something that can bring you a lot of success. But I feel like there's this continuous link here with the Magician and the Judgment card, that you're either afraid that people won't see you as authentic, or that you're afraid of what people will think or how they will perceive you, or the viewership that you'll get or won't get instantly. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, you need to give this time. As I said, consistency is the most important thing, I think, is what's going on here with your career. So whether it is you want to move up, you need to make the moves to help you move up. So for some, this could be higher learning with the Judgment card as well, contracts of higher learning to attain more skills, more expertise in whatever it is that you're doing. And with the Magician card, it's taking that first step to help manifest beautiful things for yourself. So whether this is an autonomous business, whether this is gaining a more accountable role, the Magician, I feel, you are the magician, you represent the magician, and you're able to take these first steps, Gemini, but you need to come out of this Two of Swords, put the endings where, put endings to what you need to what's no longer serving you. And you need to be reflective, you need to dig down, you need to delve deeper into your passions and pursue that. And don't think about what other people will think. Don't think about that if you've studied law for 3 years and now you want to go in and be a florist. I think you put so much emphasis on the judgment of other people and how they will perceive you, your family, your friends, that it's inhibited you from making the really important decisions in front of you, Gemini. So there's definitely changes that are coming in, events that are coming up here, conferences, recruiters, someone that you'll be introduced to. It could even be pitching a product, selling a product. This is marketplaces. This is brand awareness here with the Three of Pentacles and negotiations. So again, whatever industry you're in, there's a lot of, it's quite client-based or customer-focused, and there's a lot of people that are coming to you. And I think you could potentially lead and inspire a lot of people and conjure up feelings of success and ambition, because you do have that behind you here with the Chariot card. Okay, integrity. So your integrity, your values, your honesty, your morals, it's having core values in your career, in your attitude toward your career. I think this is what you need to focus on, because if this has, died out and you're not feeling it anymore, there's no passion, you don't have those values, there's no want for you to achieve those values or uphold those values, then it's a big sign for you to go. It's a big sign that you're not invested. Again, it's about balancing. I see the Two Pentacles, so it's again balance. It's a balancing act. But it's applying those values the same as you would to a job, to your business, or as your business to a job, because this is the integrity is what's going to move you up. It's what's going to excel you. And for some, I feel like with integrity, experience comes with integrity, and integrity comes with experience. So for some, I feel like the next 5 months, something could happen, or just you being on the job is going to offer you a lot of experience, to be able to grow. And it's not something books can teach you. It's something that character, negotiation, charisma, innovation, and initiative will teach you with the Priestess of Integrity. Okay, then you have good fortune. This is very nice. This is an income of, finances, abundance, salaries, commission-based. So I think good fortune is coming in. Again, I feel like there's a lot of fortuitous events that are coming up that can introduce you to a lot of new people, places, companies, events, etc. So I like this. I think you need to be quite open-minded over the next coming months, because there's fortuitous things coming for you, but whether or not you'll see them straight away is a different story. So I think you need to remain open-minded because you have a lot of ideas and a lot of fortuitous people, places, and events that will come up here, that could lead you to beautiful things in your career. Okay, happiness. This is a message that you need to find something you're happy doing, something that makes you feel passionate, complete. And whatever it is, studying religious studies, dancing, drinking, working in social events, event management, anything that makes you happy, flowers, working, with aged care, whatever it is, working in law, litigation, whatever it is that makes you happy, this is what you need to focus on, because it's just, I think happiness might be really important for you in your career, in your business, in your creative pursuits. So I think this is really, and it's also about creating yourself a happy environment at work, getting rid of the dull, and maybe changing your attitude towards your work or the company that you work for as well. So all in all, a really good reading.